What it is, what it do, YouTube? Welcome back to another video for your boy Shy J. Hey man. I know it's been a while since y'all seen me, man. I told y'all I was coming back. I'm back, man. I'm back. We back and we better. You feel me? You're too kind. You're too kind. Oh man, we back with another video, man. Hey, we're gonna be reacting to this new channel I found. Explore with us, and it's called When a Killer Vlogs His Murders. Hey man, it's about to get real deep and real. Wait, pause. It's about to get real dark though. You know what I'm saying, man? We finna check this out. If you're new to the channel, y'all already know, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, so you know when your boys post. If you feeling this video, please let me know by dropping a like or by leaving a comment down below. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into the video, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
All right. So how do you feel, Kayleen? We haven't done the part that I'm not looking forward to.
My husband's great. He really is. He's very respectful to me. I mean, he spoils me. He takes care of me.
I'm getting pretty close to that time. This is what I got to do. I don't even question it anymore. At this point, I don't know what's going to happen. I may get caught right away. I mean, I could.
Damn, they had military helicopter.
Or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all in the chance at this point.
Hey guys. Nice, look at all that smoke. Oh my gosh.
Though his family didn't yet know it, something was off with Peter Keller. What
he
follows
looked like
is
something
found
off with
footage
him, honestly.
that just might be some of the most disturbing recording.
I be
what
so
follows, family didn't yet
like she's pretty as hell. How
know
did
it.
that
Something was off with Peter
end
Keller.
up with that?
What follows is found footage
Like real
that just
shit.
might be some of the most disturbing recordings ever filmed. Documented like a YouTube video, the video diaries Peter created provide a rare glimpse into the mind of a killer and document how something that may have begun as an innocent hobby ultimately manifested as unbelievable cruelty.
An innocent hobby killer.
How did I get so...
The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. It has been analyzed by a licensed professional counselor.
Okay. Looks like everything's working. Just checking the camera out. Since it's the first time watching myself, I hate watching myself. It's like, man, that's the way other people see me. So it's gonna take some getting used to.
Wow.
Not used to talking into a camera. Let's see, so here you can look at the trail. There's not much of a trail. I try to keep it as hidden as I can, so other people will stay off of it, which has worked so far. It's pretty far out, so nobody's been up here yet.
So yeah, like
I
a little
usually come up
secret
with
layer.
Between a 30 and 40 pound pack. Every time I bring a load of something up, actually starting to get a lot up here. Try to make it as easy as I can during the transition time. So far I've got a bed, blow-up bed, mattress with blankets and pillows and clothes and stuff to keep me comfortable. So see how long I last doing this. I don't know.
Just what exactly Peter was doing in North Bend, Washington isn't yet clear. It's incredibly rare to have self-recorded footage of a killer, and is especially interesting in this case because the scope of Peter's chilling plans could hardly be imagined from the casual conversations he has with the camera.
Basically come up here on the weekends or on a Friday, weekday, whenever the weather permits, or depending on what I'm doing, at least once a week. And I tend to stay up here for about, well, with travel time, probably around 9 hours a day, or each time, which is a long time.
What the fuck do you do?
When he wasn't traversing the wilderness with his camera and dog, 41-year-old Peter was also a father and a husband.
Hey, Daddy. Okay, I got this face. Because you guys won't let me take that many pictures.
He and his wife Lynette had an 18-year-old daughter named Kayleen, and the three appeared to be a normal, happy family.
Oh, that's their daughter. Okay, that's the daughter.
Are you videotaping her?
Yep. Let's do a lot of videotape, and then I just cut all the junk out.
However, Peter's mysterious project in the woods
how
would
the hell he
eventually take
produce
a
a daughter that
terrible
look that
toll on
good?
his day-to-day life.
Kayleen Keller.
She's pretty. She's a pretty girl.
So how do you feel,
She
Kaylee?
definitely like a woman, but
No more high school, yay!
Feel different? No?
You don't feel different? You got a new life ahead of you.
I can't lie. When I graduated, I damn near cried. I was trying not to cry. Everybody else was crying. I was trying my hardest not to cry. But it just hit me. It hit me that I'm never going to see y'all motherfuckers anymore. But if I do, it's not going to be in the same setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not see any of y'all anymore. Like, we all going our separate paths to live a different life. You know what I'm saying? That shit really hit me as I was walking out the field. And I was hugging this girl that I was friends with. And she was crying, like boohoo crying. And man, I damn near lost it. I damn
No
near
more
lost
freaking
it.
school. Oh, high school.
Shit was crazy,
Yeah.
man.
You got till tomorrow to get your stuff out of the house. So.
No. She's living with us forever. Sorry, Carson. Forever.
It was a happy moment that quickly turned
Kayleen
into a
graduated
crazy
high school
reality.
just a
Boy,
few
'cause
months
life
after
hit
her
like a
father started
motherfucker.
recording his video diaries, and was on track to start at Bellevue College in the fall. In addition to her interest in environmental preservation and gaming technology, she also appears to have shared her father's interest in cameras and dabbled in the hobby of videotaping as well.
Can you take a picture of me and sell me on eBay?
I'm so sorry.
What are you doing?
Bella could have used your support. I came straight from the airport as soon as I heard. Yeah, I'll let that number. Honey, please.
Come on, talk.
Lynette also sometimes used the camera to film videos she uploaded to YouTube.
Hi everyone.
Yeah,
My
mom
little
is very
puppies
pretty.
looking outside. Okay, I got a lot of stuff to show you guys that I'm gonna put in my store. I'm so excited. This is bag 2. And I had so much fun making these too. You guys got a lot of products in here.
I want to first show you, look at Dino. He just got a haircut a couple days ago. My husband was like, he's looking too scruffy.
I am a very shy person, and doing these videos really helps me open myself, because I figured if
It
somebody
does.
doesn't want to watch it, then don't watch it. I'm not forcing you to. So these videos really help, and he really helped me.
While Peter worked to refurbish computers, Lynette struggled with medical issues, and as a result, wasn't able to work full-time.
My husband, a few months ago, went out and bought me this big recliner for my back. And I just now starting to use it. He's so happy. Usually I just sit on the left seat. I love this chair. He's here. He's supporting me. He takes care of me.
How in the fucking world did he end up with this? How, bruh? Like, literally, she's pretty
I
as
can't go back
fuck.
to work, and I'm home in pain.
Daughter
all
is
the
a
time.
splitting image of her.
He gave me my scrapbooking room with my dream come true.
She made and sold custom paper flowers and shared her scrapbooking hobby in local fairs to bolster the family's income.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Pretty much this is my anniversary present. I'm so thankful that my husband was able to give me that so I could stock up on supplies for me. And I also got some stuff for you guys too. Even my husband was looking at this and was just like, oh my gosh, look at the detail.
From an outside perspective, it appeared that although the family faced challenges, they were sticking together and making things work. But as later events would reveal, all wasn't going as well as it appeared.
Yeah, you can watch me open this thing. This thing's always so heavy. But works good.
This impressive structure, affectionately nicknamed Camp Keller, was what kept Peter occupied in the woods for so long. Disguised as part of the hillside, the only thing that might give its presence away is a temporary tarp stretched over part of the roof, but Peter took care to conceal that with brush.
This is something I wanted to do probably since I was a teenager, to make a home underground somewhere so I didn't have to live around people. One of my projects today is to take all this wood that I've cut up recently and stack it up, pull it down, so if somebody stumbles out here,
How the hell?
Not as noticeable.
How did you cut that wood so perfectly?
Have the means, I'm able to actually pay for it.
And haul it up
Spent a
there.
lot of money
What
on
the
this
fuck?
so far. Thousands of dollars. Thousands more on guns and other stuff, other hardware I'm going to need. Everything I can think of.
The bunker was a shocking feat of engineering, considering all of Peter's supplies were either gathered from the forest around him or carried in from his house, which was about an hour's hike away.
Exactly. How the
This is
fuck
kind of
he
an
get all
outside
that
look.
shit up there? You mean to tell me he hiked all that wood up there? And even if he didn't, how the hell he get the saws up there? Because that definitely was an electric saw. And if this motherfucker didn't use an electric saw and saw all that shit perfectly, what the fuck?
My wood pile on this side.
In addition to the tools and materials he needed to build the bunker,
okay.
Peter
Chainsaw.
carried a
Okay.
significant
That makes
amount
sense.
of food, drinks, and creature comforts.
That
into
never
the
even
camp.
crossed my mind, I swear.
He brought enough to set up a
That makes
kitchenette,
sense.
complete with an emergency vodka stash.
Emergency vodka
The
stash.
entire
Right next
complex
to the
was
pine
powered
soil,
with
you know?
a generator, which Peter somehow managed to bring up the mountain. He even went out of his way to engineer a wood-burning stove made out of an inverted metal garbage can. He rigged a chimney to funnel the smoke up and out of the residence. This smoke would ultimately provide a valuable clue as to the camp's location. Other highlights of Peter's stash include multiple 5-gallon buckets, which could not have been easy to move, heavy-duty chains, and a hacksaw. But as impressive as the
Why he
wilderness
just keep showing
construction
us
may
his
be,
ass, man?
the question remains as to why Peter built it in the first place.
I just feel like I'm getting knocked
Bruh,
back.
I think I see where this heading. So I think he killed his family and he went on a hiding hiatus. And this was his hiding spot. That's what I'm feeling like this was. Either that or this is where he brought them after he he killed them.
Every time, financially, my wife is just gonna suck all the money out that I have.
And I'm so excited because I can actually afford these deals. My husband, he gave me some money to go in here, so I'm like so excited.
All right, I'm getting ready to move one of these big beams in. This thing is pretty heavy. It's soaked with water, which makes them very heavy. Makes it a real
Let's see. I met him when I was in high school, but I just, wasn't interested. And then I met him again. And he was so sweet, became like best friends. He said one of these days he wanted to get married and have kids. And he asked me what I wanted. And I said, I don't ever want to get married. So then my sister, we were getting along at the time. She really liked him. And she said, well, you got to just, you're going to regret it if you don't. So I was like, okay.
Man, what's the sister on? Man. He's a very smart man, though, because what the fuck?
Then 3 months later, he started talking to me about marriage. And I was like, dude, I told you I don't want to get married. Stop pressuring me. We've only officially been together for 3 months. He actually started within a month. And I was just like, no, you got to stop. So finally, a little over 3 months.
This shit weird as fuck. I just heard somebody screaming.
I was like, of course I'll marry you. And I grabbed the ring and put it on my finger. I was just so excited. You got to stop. Started within a month. And we've officially been together for 3 months. He actually started within a month. And I was just like, no, you got to stop. So finally, a little over 3 months, he asked me to marry him. I was like, of course I'll marry you. And I grabbed the ring and put it on my finger. I was just so excited.
What the hell?
That's my story of my husband, who is, who is my husband, who's the love of my life.
At this point, I don't know what's going to happen. I may get caught right away. I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all up to chance at this point. So I don't think anyone knows where I'm at. But if they put it together, who knows? At this point, I have to take that chance. So it's just going to be a point of, go as far as I can. I do have my escape, and that's death. And I'm okay with that. So I'm getting to the point where just trying to live and pay bills and live as a civilian and go to work.
He's a great guy. He stuck around with me. I'm, some guys are kind of leave, and you get that, it's part of your vows. But anyways, I don't want to get on to that.
It just freaks me out. It's actually more comfortable for me to think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I want for as long as I can. At least it'll be exciting. It won't be boring.
Ain't shit exciting about that, bro.
And I don't have to worry about Lynette or Kayleen. And everything will be taken care of. It'll just be me.
Peter's complaints are all too common, but could indicate the presence of major depressive disorder. Additionally, Peter is doing a lot of fidgeting in this video, signifying that despite what he's saying out loud, his thoughts might be giving him a lot of anxiety. Perhaps this stems from the fact that, as some of Peter's cryptic comments hint, there's a much darker aspect to his fantasy than he lets on.
Well, I wanted to get a video log in, because we haven't done part that I'm not looking forward to. I'm getting pretty close to that time. I'm guessing probably a couple months away, maybe 3. So yeah, I know I can.
Imagine if he took all of this energy that he's taking into this and just made it a business. What the fuck? This is absolutely insane.
I could either die then.
Because like I said, man, dude actually kind of smart.
Or
the shit that he building
days
and whatnot.
Or weeks. Or maybe even years. My goal is to make it 10 years. But that's the other hard part.
Definitely ain't gonna make it no 10 years. I don't know. You
to not care about dying.
Shit.
And to still care about
looking at the camera quality.
The project.
Peter's comment that he wants to survive for 10 years out in the woods complicates an already strange situation even further. He isn't just aiming to leave his day-to-day life and job behind. There are Lynette and Kayleen to think about, and so far, he hasn't shown any interest of bringing them along on his adventure.
Go ahead and open this. Oh my goodness. You are so sweet, you guys. Sorry I'm whispering. My husband's sleeping and our little doggy's sleeping with him. Last time I was doing a video, I was talking too loud and he woke up and came out here.
Part of me has a hard time even imagining doing what I'm going to do. But as I think about it, I always come up to the same conclusion every time. I'm starting to get more okay with it.
Wow.
Other times I feel like I'm more than ready. I've tried to make it in this world and it just isn't happening. I'm 40 now and I am running out of time. I don't even question it anymore.
Yeah, that's definitely depression.
It just seems like everything makes so much sense now. You know, just the more I've thought about it, the more I understand it. I don't really feel bad about it. It's just the way it is. You know, certain things happen that cause this to happen. So, just kind of accepted it. and just rolling with it. Well, this is it. Home sweet home. Got the lantern going so you can see a little bit, not a lot. You know, I often wonder if what I'm doing is the right thing.
Hell no.
And I think it is.
These statements, though shocking, actually align with the earlier theory that Peter was suffering from a serious depressive disorder.
You know, as I do this for hour on hour, it's like I just sit there and think about stuff.
You know, vlogging this, he could have just started a YouTube channel, man. Because like I said, man, the stuff that he's, like, just the fact that he's able to build this type of area out in the middle of fucking nowhere, make this whole little bunker. Like, people would love to see shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how to survive in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like you could have just did that, bro. Like, you just, oh my God.
Like, how did I get so bad?
Excuse me.
How did so many things go wrong? I don't think it's all my fault. I think it's more my upbringing, family life. I was just too ugly.
Oh, damn.
Nobody cared.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Peter's recollection of feeling off
I kinda
also
feel bad
supports
now.
the depression theory, as it's common for symptoms to emerge during adolescence. Additionally, it's known that individuals with unresolved trauma can become stuck developmentally. This could very possibly be what happened to Peter, as he previously mentioned that he'd wanted to build a camp like this since he was a teen. If he became emotionally stuck at that point in his life, it could explain his apparent resentment for his family, along with the continued desire to depart from society.
Yeah, basically last year has been really tough on me. I've been coming to terms, realizing just how pathetic I am. And there's just no hope. But it's tough. Wasn't interested in anything anymore. Couldn't motivate myself. All I did was work on this. This is the only thing that would make me feel better. But I think I've come to terms with it. Starting to feel better now. I'm not quite sure why exactly. If it's just that I'm getting this further along, or maybe I've just come to terms with what I am, my situation, and kind of working through it. You know, I've tried. I always keep going back to the same person I am. I guess it's also because I don't have anything. I never did. No money. My looks are horrible.
My husband actually gave me some money, and I was going to go out and buy some of these, but I'm going to go buy ink instead. Oh my gosh. So awesome.
I really feel bad.
Sorry, I'm
for
trying
what
not
I
to get too
said.
excited because my husband's going to be like, what are you doing?
No personality.
It sounds like he's just been bullied all his life.
I mean, I'm okay with it. It's just I understand now very clearly.
To me
This is the
personally, I
only
know what
thing
that
I
feels
have.
like.
It's just a single pick, but you
But
know,
damn, man,
I'll
you got
add
a
single pick.
pretty
Sorry,
ass
my
lady,
dog's
man.
being crazy.
That's
My
a
husband's
flex.
probably chasing him around the living room. I know, my husband spoils me. He hates seeing me in pain, so tonight he came home and he gave me another $20 because he knows I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow and he wants me to stop at Michael's and get some more stuff.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before the end. This is going to be my last video, probably before till after that. That's terrible.
I wanted to give some items for my mom and some other items, but I just want to show you this. Psst, Dino.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, my husband's home. Dino.
He sensed it.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before I finally drop out of society and start this project.
Sense. You know they always say animals can sense shit like that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And the fact that she was vlogging the whole time that he was vlogging. Holy shit. It's crazy how things be happening, bruh.
Sorry. The cute little puppy, right? So these are the items that are in there now. They're hard plastic. Stop.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before we finally drop out of society, fully commit to this. This is probably going to be my last video till after that.
Here we can see that Peter actually does retakes instead of being fully candid, like other videos suggest. This, along with the comments he's made about his appearance, seem to indicate that Peter cares deeply about how people view him. The retake suggests he's purposely curating how he appears to anyone who views these tapes. He wants to make the best possible impression. Again, this could tie back to major depressive disorder and childhood trauma.
I was just about to say.
Teenager.
That's crazy. Holy shit. Damn, yeah, I really do feel bad for what I said earlier. Cause damn, man. You've been pitting on all your life, bro. That shit takes a toll on you. Even in your adulthood. You know what I'm saying? It's PTSD. That's fucking crazy. But still, man, you don't do no shit like this. Damn, man, you got a pretty ass wife, a pretty daughter. That's a fucking flex, man. A fucking flex. You ain't got to worry about nobody looking like you. Not trying to be funny, but I'm saying, like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Often act as though they have what's known as an invisible audience. The idea that people are watching them all the time and judging their looks and actions. From what we see in the videos, Peter seems to still be acting like this at age 41. This type of behavior can also be found in individuals with narcissistic tendencies. The question of Peter's intentions would be one of the first mysteries police faced when they became involved in the situation on April 22nd, 2012. It was a quiet day in the mobile home park where the Keller family lived when, seemingly out of nowhere, several neighbors heard what they believed to be an explosion. When they saw flames coming out of the windows of the Keller home, the neighbors summoned the fire department. Firefighters swarmed the home, climbing on top of it, even as the blaze ate through the roof. They had no idea just how seriously they were risking their lives until later. Once the fire was doused and investigators entered the residence, they discovered Peter Keller was nowhere to be found. Iwu spoke with Cindy West, a retired police sergeant who worked on the Keller case, in an exclusive interview.
I was actually the public information officer, and I think it was a weekend, because I was actually heading out of town, and I got the phone call. So I turned around, came back into town, and arrived up there in North Bend, and then the investigation started there. And as the investigation went on, it just snowballed from what the heck happened to, wow, this is bigger than I think anybody thought at the start.
For those of you who aren't familiar, a public information officer handles all inquiries about an active case, providing private citizens as well as the media with information that's been approved for release. As such, Cindy was intimately familiar with the inner workings of the Keller case. The day of the fire, tracking down Peter became the police's highest priority. In just a few hours, they located his vehicle parked downtown. The keys were left inside, but there was no evidence as to where he might have gone. When they entered his workplace to ask where Peter might be, all his co-workers could offer was that Peter had already left for the day and had stated that he might be back tomorrow, next week, or possibly never. Police also discovered that Peter had recently withdrawn $6,200 from the family bank account. Everything suggested that Peter was either in danger, running, or both. For now, police had no idea where he could be hiding. But they weren't clueless for long. Police got lucky when searching Peter's home and unearthed a hard drive containing Peter's video.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say that he probably would have got away with that shit had he not vlogged it. Because you know he was editing it somewhere. Come on, man. And it's crazy. What the fuck? The fact that they both were doing videos at the same damn time. That just blows my mind, bruh. Like if he wouldn't have been doing these videos, nobody would have known. Like he could have changed his appearance, you know what I'm saying? He could have left. Like, what if he was building this shit like somewhere like 3 or 4 states over? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Diaries. Combined with what else was discovered in the residence, the investigation went from serious to downright bone-chilling.
Well, before, you know, a while ago, I used to sit here and think, you know, this whole thing is just crazy at times, and then I'd think about it, and it would make sense, and it's like, okay, this is what I gotta do.
Peter's decisiveness in this clip, paired with the horrific details of what police had found in the remains of his home, would likely be shocking to even the most seasoned law enforcement official.
Wow.
They were at a complete loss when it came to explaining how and why this had happened. Only time would reveal the haunting truth. When it came to the video entries, they supplied more than just a record of Peter's thoughts. As it turned out, other entries in the video diary and the accompanying photographs would become the key to tracking Peter.
Yep.
Retired Sergeant Cindy West was able to share the creative technique the police ended up using.
They had photographs that Keller had taken on the mountainside as he's constructing this bunker, from nothing's there to a little bit more to a little bit more. In one of the photos, you can see, I couldn't see it. It looked like a power line in the distance. So you're looking off the mountain toward, which would be North Bend, the city. You can barely see this power line and something else. Again, I didn't think it was a power line, but our detective Mike Mellis says, I think that's a power line. I think that down there is probably the city. And then according to these other photos, there's a couple streams nearby. So he does a lot of investigation and says, well, it's got to be in one of these 2 points then.
So is it behind the shopping center where he parked his car? Because if it is, like, I'm pretty sure somebody at that damn shopping center got a camera.
And I'm like, I don't know how he came up with that, but he was exactly
Surveillance
right.
cameras, that is.
Combined with reports of Peter's truck being regularly parked at a specific trailhead, this was enough information for police to start canvassing the area to search for Camp Keller. It took 6 days, but eventually they succeeded.
That
The smoke visible in this footage came from Peter's makeshift chimney and was instrumental in leading the police to Camp Keller. However, rushing in and making an arrest wasn't going to be an option. They had no idea how many people might be inside or what their intentions were. Remember, Peter had been stockpiling weapons and ammunition at home, and thanks to his videos, which were discovered when police reviewed the recordings that were not destroyed in the house fire, they knew he likely had firearms at his camp. Little did they know what else they would uncover. They also knew that there was a chance they could be dealing with a hostage situation. A direct approach could endanger Peter's life if he was being held captive, or spook him if he had hostages of his own. They needed to make whoever was inside come to them.
You guys on the number 3 side, can you get to that window and break it out or throw a gas in there?
Brian, there looks like a slot or a window that's propped open in the back, directly towards the dirt wall, but I couldn't see it. He's got something over it. Maybe you guys can throw a log through it or something.
Shit.
But if we throw number 2 in that ditch, it should cycle right up into the tarp, should push it right into the structure.
That's exactly what they decide to do. The response team keeps the bunker surrounded in the hopes that the gas canister will drive those inside out of the bunker and straight to the waiting forces. But after about 10 minutes, nothing has changed.
Yeah, it's dissipating finally. The first one you sent in is dissipating. You want me to throw a 98 under the window, the open window where we first gassed? Yeah, if you can do it from your position.
With the gas canisters having no effect, the team is forced to reconsider their tactics.
So for planning purposes, if this gas isn't going to work, we may have the command post try and locate like a wildlands fire pump and hose that can pump a large volume of water into this place, Break. Okay. I think we could probably utilize this creek. We just need enough hose and a pumping station to get it, up to where we want it. We've got new photos showing this bunker may have multiple levels. Big copy.
This information actually came from Peter directly and the self-recorded videos that they found in his burned-out house.
Well, this is the end of the day. I'm getting wrapped up, getting ready to leave. I don't know if you can see me, but kind of one last look at everything. That's my fireplace, wood stove, whatever. Pretty dark. Now we're going upstairs.
This motherfucker built an underground upstairs bunker.
This is where most of my supplies are.
But see, I was feeling bad. Cause like I said, I've been through bullying and I've been in depression states. But my thing is, if you really in a depression and you feeling like this, you literally prepared for this situation. You knew what you were gonna do. Why not take all of y'all out? You literally took them out and went on the run and waited to be found, hoping that you never got found. So now I kind of, I don't feel bad no more. I really don't, because I don't think it was depression. I just think this motherfucker was crazy. He was a smart ass serial killer. That's what he was. Well, I wouldn't say serial, but he was a smart ass killer. Like, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He planned for it. He knew exactly where to hide and how to hide and what he would need and how to build this and how to build that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you could have used all that energy to utilize a YouTube channel or some shit and create how to make bunkers in the woods or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This could be some shit for somebody that's hunting. Like, if you want to hunt all day long, build one of these motherfuckers. This, man. All right, back to the video. I'm sorry. I was feeling bad. I don't feel bad for him no more. Ugly bastard.
Pretty well stocked up.
Yeah, he was ugly.
My window.
We all go through it, hell. We all got an ugly phase.
Looking down on the wood stove.
Motherfucker really killed his family because he was ugly.
And that pretty much wraps it up for the day.
And he
Finally,
got a pretty
police
family.
resorted to throwing a grenade towards the bunker. When even an actual explosion failed to get results, police knew that they would have to be the ones to approach. After a full day of besieging the bunker, they decided to break through the roof.
Whoop ass stick and whoop that nigga ass.
You might be wondering why a house fire investigation demanded such an extensive response. As a matter of fact, it didn't. After assessing the situation, investigators concluded that they were dealing with arson, but that would all change when they made their way into the home and stumbled upon a disturbing discovery. It wasn't a subtle attempt either. The remains of a red gas can were found melted onto the stove, where it had been placed in a skillet to heat up until it ignited. Police found several other gas cans throughout the residence, boxes of ammunition, and a homemade explosive device.
Oh,
Investigators could only assume it was meant to be triggered by the fire in order to destroy the house and everything inside. Had the fire team arrived just a few moments later, it could have gone off while they were on the roof, potentially costing them their lives.
Wow.
Police believed that this evidence was meant to be destroyed in the fire, along with the video diaries, but those items were hardly the most shocking thing they discovered. There were 2 bodies in the bedroom of the Keller home, untouched by the fire. Tragically, the bodies were identified to be those of Lynette and Kayleen Keller.
So they died of suffocation.
They had both been shot in the head.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Nice.
Oh, wow. I didn't think.
Nice. Look at all that smoke. Oh my god.
I didn't think that at all.
Okay, make sure you don't touch
I thought he blew it
Okay.
up while they were inside, like sleep or some shit.
It seems that what Peter's video diaries have been hinting at the entire time was killing his own family.
Part of me has a hard time even imagining doing what I'm going to do. But as I think about it, I always come up to the same conclusion every time. I'm starting to get more okay with it.
I hope they
Retired Sergeant Cindy West was once again willing to share her thoughts on the tragedy.
I don't think either of
See,
them.
that's what we need for people like this, man. We don't need no damn life sentencing, no literature. Hell no. Scrap these motherfuckers up and line up a team of fucking bodybuilders to whoop they ass. I mean, when I say whoop they ass, I mean with a fucking belt, a switch, a whip, whatever you got to whoop a ass. Line them motherfuckers up and whoop that motherfucker ass every day. Make that bitch big, boy. Make him feel bad. That's the type of shit we need. You know how they used to do back in the day where they used to stone people? They need a damn whoop ass rally. You know, people used to come and watch that shit like it's a whole fucking football game. They used to come around like they got ticket sales and everything. People at that motherfucker having a good time just to watch somebody get stoned to death. Nah, we need some shit where we can do a whoop ass rally. Where we can watch in there, we walk in there and we watch him get his ass whooped to death. I'm talking about every time he think he finna go to sleep, whoop his ass. I don't want no ass to be there. I want his ass to look like Hank Hill when we done. No ass at all. Not at all. We gonna whoop this motherfucker ass. Sign me up for that motherfucker. I'll whoop that motherfucker ass. And when I say whoop ass, I'm talking about I'm bringing the strongest belt I can find. Leather. I might put a little, ooh, boy, I'm talking about, ooh, I might dip that bitch in the water. I'm talking about I want it to sting.
Coming again, based on the conversations that we had with friends.
Matter of fact, no. We do it at random times. We let him think he got a break from that ass whooping. When he coming down, we pop back out and whoop his ass again. That's what we need, man. This will stop all this dumb ass shit. He was a loving,
great husband. So I think they're both blindsided.
You gonna think twice about that shit when you know you going to the ass whooping rally.
I don't know. This case just racks my brain. There's no way it's ever gonna resolve in my brain because you just think, why? Not only did he kill his wife and his daughter, but based on the friends and neighbors, he had this dog that went everywhere with him, hiking, apparently to go build a bunker. For all these years, and he killed the dog too. He was afraid that the dog would give him away in the bunker, and so he killed the dog too.
Oh, wow.
Again,
see, he thoroughly thought this shit out.
There's no explanation. I mean, I get that he obviously had some sort of mental illness. Dipstick wasn't hitting the oil with him, but it just makes you shake your head. I've seen a lot of stuff in my career, a lot of bad things. You just shake your head about sometimes when things happen, but this case really, really got to me.
Cindy shared with us what happened when police finally made entry into Camp Keller, and what they find inside the bunker is even more shocking than anyone expected.
He killed himself.
When our TAC 30, aka SWAT guys, discover the bunker, of course, they surround it and make sure everybody's safe, let everybody know what's going on before they hail to him saying, hey, come on out with your hands up. Yada, yada, all that. And it was just a short time after they initially tried to make contact with him that they heard a pop.
I knew
so They didn't know, did he have an
So
accident?
why the fuck you didn't just do this shit when you killed your wife and your daughter and the dog? You done spent all these hours, all these days, all these weeks, all these months, damn near almost a year, building this whole fucking bunker to go out like that. You built a bunker thinking you was gonna get away. Man, come on, man.
Discharge? Was it something else? They didn't know.
When the walls of Camp Keller were finally breached, police discovered that Peter had stayed true to his word and ended his life when faced with capture. Soon after, the police surrounded his stronghold. Perhaps this was Peter's only intention all along. He wanted to achieve this teenage fantasy of living out underground in the woods before he died. But he had no end game other than his own death.
Well, the fact that he was found was significant. We were worried what he might do to somebody else. If he's, brazen enough to kill his wife and his daughter, then what's he going to do to somebody else? But I think there was a sense of relief that it was over, that he had been not apprehended, but that he was finished with his crime spree, that nobody else got hurt. There was so much potential for injuries to citizens and
the wife, the daughter, the dog, they could have went on without him. He could have just killed himself. And what's crazy is, if he would have killed himself, we wouldn't even knew about these vlogs probably, unless the wife stumbled upon them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just took yourself out. But instead, you took your daughter, your wife, who looked like they were pretty happy with family. Happy with life. Like, your daughter was just about to experience, just graduated. You didn't even give her a chance to even experience life. And you took her out, all because you had a fucked up childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a fucked up childhood. You was bullied. You was ugly as fuck. Your daughter ain't. Your wife ain't. Oh, they definitely could have moved on, found something better. Bruh.
All the officers involved, that it was definitely a sense of relief.
The camp was turned over to King County Department of Natural Resources, who eventually destroyed the bunker. Peter's cash hoard was donated to a memorial scholarship established in memory of Lynette and Kayleen.
Fucking crazy, man. Man, if y'all made it to the end of the video, man, I need y'all to put down in the comment section, that's crazy. That way I know y'all made it to the end of this video, man. But that was absolutely crazy. What the fuck? I was feeling bad for him halfway through the video. I felt bad for this motherfucker. I'm ashamed of myself. Wow. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping by the channel, man. Hey, like I said, if y'all new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications. I said notifications. What the fuck? Turn on the post notifications so you know when your boy is posting. Make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. But that's gonna do it for this one, man. I appreciate y'all, man. But it's your boy Shy J, and I'm out. Peace.